Hi there, Selective Collective. This is Kim. I thought I would bring a message for your day today for you all, for the collective. So, kind of in a meditation this morning. What we could call it. I was in a meditative state, almost like a trance, like zoned out this morning, drinking my coffee. and I imagine this warrior. Okay, you look really good though, but you have definitely fought some kind of battle. But in my vision, like, you still looked really great. You looked really great. You were rocking it. Some kind of like Spartan stuff was like, I had it visualized down to the medieval type of underwear with stains on it, like underneath this armor that you're wearing, and it's, you know, basically just a breastbone of steel or something, maybe bronze, I don't know. And then the well, it was silverish, so it was, yeah. So, and then like leather, like a leather skirt. Well, because for me it was me, right? And then you getting to a place. Okay, so you basically, and sword in hand. Okay, the whole point is that you've been fighting, or you're the warrior spirit, spiritual warrior. And wish I still had the Kim Kranz deck that had the warrior in it. I'd pull that card out. But it was coming to a place almost like a fortress where you walk in and you're able, and there's a fire going, and like I said, you still look great though, but and then you take off the armor like piece by piece, right? So because there's a prediction of getting to that place where you feel ultimately very comfortable taking your armor off, and I'm talking really about our spiritual armor that we put up a lot of times, necessary, sometimes very necessary, or what we put on when we're going into battle. But a place of rest, of comfort, and it's okay now feeling came out. So we're coming out of a void state here with the cards, at least. Let's start with the cards. I mean, follow up with the cards. The void in the reverse. It says after you've cleared your mind, and said, okay, this is what I want to. Sometimes we say, this is what I want to do with this void space. Sometimes we say, I'll just be nothingness for a while. And that's fine too. Because this comes from nothingness, the uncreated. Well, it comes from beyond duality. This comes from beyond all that is and nothingness. It's the uncreated card. So I don't know what it is, but it's big if it's that. I mean, because it's something that's never been experienced before. It is uncreated. You have something to express. This was it's in the reverse. So let's just go ahead and read it like it is. It's in the reverse. There's something that you need to express, and there's a different way of expression here is what I'm getting. Just happens to be the Fool on the bottom. It's from the last reading I did, but still pretty cool. You're here to have your colors shine, the peacock's tail. You're here because of seeing a broader perspective, but it's so broad that it's literally, it's something that you're stepping outside of everything that's ever been done. Because, like I said, I see that warrior spirit, so that you've already been through a lot here. So, I mean, now it's time to create something new. There's a lot of other energies watching you as you do this, and it's okay to be proud and let your colors shine. I think this is called the Circle of Life Tarot. It's either that or the Tree of Life. I think it's the Circle of Life. That would make sense with it being circle cards, right? It's just it had such a little box. I think I threw it away. And it was the only thing that came with it. So that's not too smart, but something to express in a very different way. Give me a tarot card on this. Give me a tarot card. Five of Pentacles, but look how it's positioned. Look at how it's positioned. And then look at the card too, I guess. So it looks like an Ouroboros, but this is representing a difficult time that you're getting through because of it being, like I said, it's a prediction. Like, you might still have this armor on, is what I was feeling. We might have this armor on. We might have our emotional defenses up. Physical defenses, reactions up. Trying to control fight or flight sometimes, but it is what it is. And we must survive if we want to live this life continually. There's no way for me. Sorry, there's no way for me to really word that. That one wanted to come out. I didn't take it before, but I did see it wanting to come out, and it was in the reverse. So the Two of Pentacles. That looks like a spiral, actually, more than an Ouroboros. It reminds me of a spiral because now I can see the center is going in. Two of Pentacles is about choices, decisions, but interesting because this card has a little cave on it. Do you see that? That cave? I hope I cleaned the lens. I think it did. So there's a cave here. Oh, is that the void that we're coming out of? Yes. Yes. That is that. That is that. Okay. That is that. And this, I feel like, is other people's experience with the same thing that you have been in. It's just showing you it's as within, so without. It's important to acknowledge and continue to understand both, I think. Do you see the shields too? There's shields here. They look like shields on the trees. Oh, wow. Well, that's obviously Leo. And I have seen it in other decks where it is switched out with Justice. So I bet in this deck, I haven't seen the Justice card yet because I just got it yesterday. But I bet it is a number 8. And then you're... I've only seen one other deck do that. It was the Urban Tarot. I can't even remember it. The Urban Tarot has it flipped like that, where Strength is switched with Justice as far as the numbers go. So this is an 11, and it's Leo, and it is a warrior spirit grabbing the hair of that lion like, you're mine. You're my strength. You're my power. You are outside of me, but as within, so without. And so you are that lion if you want it. There's a song called Artemis by Lindsay Sterling, and it is a really good song about, well, it brings out about warrior spirit. Warrior spirit. 3 of Wands. Expansion. Growth. Expansion. Clearly they are making an Ouroboros reference there. Alliances, partnerships. Did you see that? Good enough? Sorry. So it's about standing in your strength and your power. Hmm. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it jumps to 11. 2, 3, 4, 5. Big time alignment. 6. Oh, I just noticed that. 6. on the bottom. I'm pulling it out. There's something about this alignment. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at this. Another four of wands on the bottom. Celebration. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And another 4 on the bottom that's saying, you are absolutely on the right path at this time. If you're wondering, you are, and you have choices. This is almost, to me, showing the perspective linearly of what's going on, because you have this Ace of Wands, which would be the initial inspiration, and it has to do with something that is already growing within you. I really like this representation of the fetus or full blown baby in a womb. But though I love that, and there's a duck too, and but I love this. Because, yeah, that's something that is, that represents the Ace of Wands perfectly. That there's something that's already been growing inside you. To build up the energy for this uncreated. And then we go, to being literally led to say, and then you literally go from the perspective of that to having a choice now, an option, a decision. It's going to bring about good change, and this also has to do with what you figured out when you came out of the void, out of hibernation, out of a wilderness period, when you came back into the world again. So this choice and decision is then leading you to ultimately new partnerships, new alliances for this uncreated, because there's actually a bond. Just like I said with this card, there are other energies that have experienced what you have in this cave, and they are out there. Okay, and so once you make the choice and decision about what you want to align with, then that's that. Now we bring in expansion, growth, and alliances and partnerships brought together by something similar that they have as far as to what they want to create, what is inspiring them. Are the values the same? Do they want to create similarly? And then the Four of Pentacles is you. Oh, wow. Well, this is spiritual strength for sure anyway. Interesting. So, yeah, okay, so this is the Four of Pentacles, and it's about, you see how this thing is trying to shove a not so great looking monster back into the room that it came from, because there's spiritual growth that's being worked on. There's stability that you're still building, because you're still trying to push that door shut. If you look, you're still building it, but you are strong, obviously. Here you have an advantage here by the angle, by your angels in this card angle, but you have an advantage there. Okay, and so then it leads us to coming out of a hardship to the Five of Pentacles sideways. It leads us out of the Five of Pentacles energy, where we're no longer struggling so hard, and there's a lot of mastery here in this created space, and it's giving you space to create something that was uncreated previously. This is you, Six of Wands, with your talent and ability and getting recognition, praise, achievements, the Six of Wands. And then, like I said, the Four of Wands here on the bottom has to do with a celebration, a marriage, a coming together. It could be a homecoming of souls, soul group, soul tribe, because this Four of Wands definitely has other people here celebrating too. And 4-4 says you're on the right path. Today is the day, I saw. Today is the day. This person is expressing themselves through music. I always get inspired by listening to good music. Love music. I love the violin more than anything. It's just so dramatic. It makes me feel like with my headphones on, I'm like, I'm in my own movie. You know? I'm walking through the garden, yet it sounds like I'm a Spartan. And, you know what I mean? It's like, I love it. Puts me to another dimension. While still being very present in this one. That's interesting. Okay, so, whoa. So. Nice. This is my expression number in numerology. 27. New energy of Gaia. The new human creates a new energy into Gaia, which responds with the new energy to you. That is how powerful you are. That's a Cryon card, one of his oracle cards. Give him credit where credit's due. This is a mix, but this is his too. This is another one. And then that one obviously wants to be picked. One with everything. Yeah. Well, that's what I said. Pick one. Do you want to meditate on the all of everything? Or do you want to meditate on the all of the nothingness? Or are you coming out of that cave? You are one with everything. Yes. Every single thing affects everything else. We know that. Maybe more consciously knowing what the outcome is of being one with everything. What does that actually mean? That might be a better question to ask than, I want to experience one with all. I mean, that's great. And that's, I'm not making fun of it either. That's great. It's a wonderful place to be. But from this perspective, how is it going to shift everything else since you are one with it? I'm thinking like butterfly effect, the ripple, you know, things like that. Number 2, ascended land. All across the planet are pockets of ascended land. These places are filled with divine energy and are needed for balance. When you sit in nature and experience an overwhelming feeling of love from Gaia in its most purest form, you are likely on ascended land. Interesting. Well, there's your blank canvas, and that's the uncreated. This is the uncreated. That's interesting. That is the uncreated for sure. Wow. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. There's a very shaman-like quality coming off this card of I give and receive answers from nature, from the birds, from the things that are around me. I give information and it gives to me all the time. There's always some type of energy exchange, and being more conscious of it is bringing answers. Answers. This person looks wise, enlightened. And look at that blue topaz right above his head. Like this is representing to me your mental clarity. Connection with spirit, blue. Okay, that deck is the spellcasting deck. Let me just let you know. Perfect health. Okay. Oh, guys, I bought a different supplement shake, like, you know, greens and fruits and stuff, and like this one though, it tastes like it's green, and it tastes like if you could imagine what a lump of grass trimming would taste like. Oh my Lord. But you know what? I'm doing it for this. Okay, I'm trying to achieve something really great with health, and it's probably, I probably got a long way to go. But perfect health, it says my core essence is part of the creative source, and it floods my cellular structure with a pure light of perfect health. The pure light of God flows constantly through my cells. The pure light of God flows consistently through my cells. So you could think that, you know, if God is putting this energy of light in your body, which is the light, the love, the way, and it encounters anything that is not, then what's going to happen? Something will happen where it gets pushed out somehow, some way, or manifests as a physical ailment. So anything that is not in alignment, so anything that makes you feel less than, degraded, shamed, guilty, I don't know, or like anything that you can hold on to, sadness past its date, you know what I mean? Sadness past its date. Then that energy might do what it needs to do to get it out, or to figure out how to process it, because of why is it still there? If it probably needs processing, is what I would think that the logic would be, but who knows? You know, I think I'm just rambling. Sorry. It makes sense to me. 23, God is in nature. Gaia, which is Mother Earth, has a consciousness, and its personality can be seen and felt in nature as the love of God. That is why you can feel Gaia everywhere, all at once, no matter where you are on the planet. It's really telling you to be one with nature, isn't it? A whole lot in this reading. They're not all like that. Some of these cards are like manifestation cards and all that stuff. This is very like, 35 time capsules are within Gaia, and they are now releasing a storehouse of future knowledge and information. New ideas about unity and peace are coming. Allow yourself to receive the new energy. Mind you, these cards are about 5 years old, I think. Maybe 35. And they're cryon channelings. That stuff's very, yeah, it's here, right? Here you go. Bottom card. Happiness and new beginnings. There's that void that we come out of because the light's here. The sun's here, the light's here. That means your guidance is here, your healing's here, your restoration's here, your energy is here, your vibrance is here, your creativity is here. Even what is uncreated is here. So obviously I see a lot of solar plexus, a lot of creation, happiness, and I feel Mother Mary with that purpley pink. Okay. So you're here to create. Or not. Or nothing. Except whoever's coming to this reading was already ready to come out of the void. So that's what's going to happen. Luck. A sudden change of luck is likely. Things are working in your favor. So an excellent time for networking. Flowers. Flowers will brighten up your space and create a fairy-friendly place. Friendship. A friend needs your help. Your kindness, excellent counseling skills will put them back on track. Maybe a friend needs help with the thought of perseverance. You may feel like you're getting nowhere, but there are wonderful changes, so don't give up. Trust your intuition. It's a great time to learn a new skill, change careers, or invest money. Opportunities, an important offer will be made. Be prepared and dress to impress. Oh, close out with an angel number message. Remember, I have private readings available if you would like one, and I'm sending my love out there for the people who have gotten one. Thank you so much for your support. I do appreciate you very much. And if you want to hit the like button if you like the video, that would help. And also subscribing so that you can come back and we can share these energies that come through that I feel are quite positive. Okay, what angel number do you want to close out with here? Zero, zero, zero. Oh, and another 23. So that card is important. We'll dig it back up. So 000, you are one with the Creator. There are no limits to what you can achieve. You came here to do something incredible and new in your lifetime here on Earth. 000, the uncreated. God in nature. Oh, we have to read that again then. 23. You have a zest for life. You are eager to experience anything and everything possible. You love change and excitement, and you need to feel both to be truly alive. For you, life is an adventure to live to the fullest. To be lived to the fullest. I'm adventurous. And I'll read that one more time. This 23, God in nature. Gaia, which is Mother Earth, has a consciousness, and its personality can be seen and felt in nature as the love of God. This is why you feel Gaia everywhere at once, no matter where you are on the planet. And that's what I have for you. Sending you love and light. Bye.